What is up, everyone? It's Taylor Bosky here, and yes, it has been a minute, but we'll gloss over that. But either way, we are having some issues with the Honda again. Now, think back to a few videos ago to where I said that the car had a bit of a stutter to it. So I thought I had fixed it, but no, it didn't really go away. So now I think that it's something going on with either the fuel injectors or the fuel filter. So we're going to see how that is. Now, to give you guys an example, I'm going to sit you guys back here at the exhaust so you can kind of hear what it sounds like. So as you heard, as I gave it a few revs, it flutters at the bottom, but then it smooths out the higher up it goes. So I know it's not the spark plugs or the injectors or the distributor because we fixed all that. So now my last two options are either the fuel filters, or the fuel injectors. And luckily, I have a new set of injectors right here. And I don't have a filter yet because that's coming late. That's coming tomorrow. They didn't have one today. So we'll get this up and we'll see if we can swap those out. Right, so it's these four right here that we need to deal with. And hopefully it looks straightforward, so let's get into it. Now we need to get this silver fuel rail off right here. And it looks like you just got one bolt right there, one right there, and if it'll focus, you got 1, 2, and is it 3? Yes, there is 3. So it should just be those 3 to them pop off. And I am a little bit worried because this does have fuel in it, so I'm going to have to see what we're going to have to do about that. So, give me a minute. Right, so I cannot stress this enough. When you're doing the injectors or anything fuel related, you have to be extremely careful, alright? I've not let this car warm up enough. I've only started it just to give you guys a little demonstration. That's it. It's not up to temperature. It's not up to anything. And fuel is highly flammable, so anytime you're working with fuel, I have a fire extinguisher right there. And also, if it does get out of control, I can just get out. I have the door open, I can just get out. Hopefully that's not going to happen, but we got to get into it. So what I know now is that you have to take off this diaphragm that's right here on the fuel rail in order to get to that third bolt. Right, so this should be the last screw that I need to get out. And I thought these were screws. These are actually nuts. So you gotta be real careful getting these out. I got lucky with the first one. It went all the way down to the floor. Right, so with that off, now before I do this, I've got a bunch of paper towels right here, so ooh. Right, so 2 came out and 2 stayed in. Sweet. So now we just gotta replace these things. This doesn't look too terrible. I've got the new injectors right here. And luckily not a bunch of fuel came out. So luckily that's not going to affect my wallet very much. Right, so I do these injectors. It's these little tabs right here on the side. So what I'm trying to show here is these little clips on the side need to be removed. And they are a pain to do. If I can. So I'm going to push this one to the side. And this one also up. Right. So that to the side. Hold that with my thumb and pull this one to the side. To where hopefully, if I can get it off. Wow, these things are pain. All right, and just like that. Right, so if you couldn't see what I was doing before, these little tabs right here, these little metal tabs right here, you have to pull those out in order to get the injector off. So luckily now that I knew how to replace them, it was pretty much a breeze after that. Right, so that is the last injector. So I'm gonna have to put this in here. And as carefully as I can, I have to line all this up. Make sure they're all where they need to be. There. Yeah, and sure enough, put these in here. Give me a head start. That's where hopefully I should. Hopefully. Okay. So I'm gonna put these in. Ooh, that last one's a little stubborn. Ah, there we go. All right. So now hopefully, just need to get these last nuts and bolts on, and we should be good. Right, so that's everything buttoned back together. I'm not done the fuel rail yet, or the injector rail right here. I'm going to leave that loose in case something goes wrong and I need to take it apart again. So I'm going to jump in, start it. It's not going to start first time, alright? There's no fuel in the rails now. So we'll see what happens. So the fuel filter, the fuel pump has primed. I'm going to grab you guys. And see, no leaks so far. So the fuel pump has primed, so it should start. So it is running, and no leaks. A little bit of residual there I missed. Grab a rag. Clean that off. Yeah, it's just residual. I can't really reach it. Okay, there's a little bit of a leak right there, so I'm about to shut it off. So this injector right here is leaking. Alright, so I'm gonna pull it back off and see what's going on here. I'm hoping, I just don't have this one. Okay, if I can get to it. From what I can see, I don't think I have that in all the way. So, yep, I might have to pull this back off and investigate further. Right, so I've loosened the rail enough, so hopefully I should just be able to manually pull this back up in here. Alright, hold on. Alright, so I'm going to use this little thing to try and push it back up in here. Alright. So that's back in. And clean it up. Clean this up. Alright, so I don't think that's in there all the way, so I'm going to have to pull the whole rail off and try and push it back in there. Alright, so I'm going to have to pop it back off here. And shove him further up in there. Oh. Yeah, a lot of fuel came out there on that one. Okay. Okay. So I think what happened there was it wasn't in there all the way. So, yep. Put this all back together and try it again. Right, so it's all back together. Clean all the fuel off this and my sweat, because holy crap, it is hot out here. Right, now I'm going to zoom you guys in on technical difficulties. Hold on. That injector right there is what we're looking at. Right. So, give the key. So it's primed. I don't see fuel. Here we go. I think we're good. Alright, I'm going to give it a few revs and see if any fuel comes in. And with that, the injectors are done. And it actually sounds a lot better. There's no more flutter. In fact, let's go hear it. No flutter. And the only thing that's left is take it on a drive.